Oh, hello. Um, so I was just like kind of chilling today and just thinking about stuff, and I realized that's kind of the problem. You know, for a lot of whenever I deal with stuff or like whenever something happens a lot, I usually like to think about it a lot, or like I feel like the truth will set me free, and I think that's like something very common people say. But the truth does not set you free. It's kind of like the sun in a way. It's like the truth is not comforting, and I thought it was just like about your ego before. Like I thought, oh, if you don't look at the truth because you don't want to feel uncomfortable, then you're kind of weak. And I kind of just always try to understand fully. But the issue is, it's kind of like the sun in a way because the more you look at it, the more your eyes kind of burn. Like, I feel like right now, I don't have a problem with like understanding, or I don't have a problem with like not knowing why things are not going a certain way or not knowing what's happening. Like, I'm pretty confident, and I'm like sure of like sort of how I see the world, like what I know and stuff. And like it's been kind of proven, and I've thought about alternatives and stuff, and I've thought about it a lot. And the issue is, it's just like looking at the truth sort of burns illusions, but it doesn't bring anything else instead. And if you like want to live, if you want to like live on, you know, the truth isn't the axis of which you should base your entire life, because the truth just is, and it doesn't really matter what it is. It just is. And if what it is makes it harder for you to do what you want to do, or even just like do things in general, at a certain point, like it's not even worth it then, because it's just so much that tears you down instead of like builds you up, which I thought it would be. And it feels like my eyes have been burned. Like, you know, it's annoying when everything you do, you sort of think, not like it doesn't have meaning or anything, but like just a lot of things. It feels like just hopeless a lot of the times when you're just, and not just like in general, I mean, like just categorically. Like, the truth is, like, the world's unfair, and like, the truth is that, we experience unfairness, and then we can just die before we do anything about it. And that's like not fun to think about. And a lot of people spend their entire lives not confronting that fact. And you kind of, I've been sort of forced to realize that for a while. But it's more of like, most of the time, like in the moments, and like most of the time when I'm just living life, it's not exactly like I'm super, like I feel horrible. It's mostly just like during really specific times, or if I'm really like going to like drilling down to the root of an issue or something, and it always comes back to some sort of like unchangeable fact about the world, or like the human condition. And you know when I'm on the surface and stuff, and when I'm on like that sort of axis, it's not that bad. Like, it's not like I'm living my life, like I'm on fire. It's not like the everyday moment. Like, I'm kind of used to how my life is, and a lot of people are used to their lives in the daily, moments. It's more when you like actually think about it, that's when people sort of glitch out, because it's like, oh, like here in China, most people don't have a religion, and it's kind of hard to do so much and stuff when there's not really a very like a very motivating reason behind it, because religion is like a huge motivator for a lot of people. It's like pretty easy. It's you know, just a script you can kind of follow, and then you will be rewarded. And it's like, oh, so everything has a plan, you know? There's always a plan, or there's some reason why this is happening, and that makes it easier to sort of deal with stuff. Um, yeah. So I think, like, for me, I'm starting to, like, see the, there's the diminishing returns of a thought, but there's just also, like, corrosiveness. Like, and I've kind of lived like that for a while, maybe like the past year, maybe ish. And, you know, it wasn't like this before, like AI and stuff. I feel like when I was not as aware and stuff, and I was just kind of okay with the things that were going, I wasn't as directed and like motivated and like sort of set in what I was doing. But I also wasn't like just chronically like jaded either. Like I was actually like very hopeful, and it does something to you. Like when you're always like kind of jaded like that, it makes you like it makes the things that help you out like harder to go after, because like if you've been burned or something and then you like don't trust again, like not trusting isn't gonna make your experience change. Like you won't challenge that like thought pattern you have if you don't like keep going and keep testing new things. So it's like this constant dip and like dive. But right now I'm just gonna try to focus on doing less of the things that make me feel bad. I feel like I didn't ever really take heed of my emotions, at least of like how I felt, because it seemed like no matter how I felt, like it didn't matter, because when I did the things I wanted to do or that felt good, um, usually they were like either destructive and not like crazy destructive, but I just used a lot of time and energy and stuff, like playing video games or like scrolling or something. But when I tried really hard to just like also be, I don't care about my feelings and I just do stuff and try to be productive and stuff, then it's a different type of thing where I'm analyzing and stuff, and I'm putting in this work, and when I don't get this specific result I was hoping for, or where something unfair happens, and it was out of my control, it completely wipes my motivation, because I already put off my feelings, I put off my satisfaction for a specific goal, and I sort of expected it, it was like, and not like quickly, like I've been doing it for a while, and my return was just so much lower or just like nothing. Then it's like, why did I do that? And, if I'm just going to not get anything anyway, I might as well just do what I want. So it's kind of this oscillation between, kind of hedonism and like just uber, like hard work, like just these bursts of intensity. And the issue is, I don't really know what makes me feel good and it's like okay, It's like, because a lot of things that there's always something hard in it. If you work out and stuff, it's hard in the beginning, but then you kind of like feel good after. But then it's also that your reasons are important too. Like when I was working out really consistently, it was like for the goal of like looking better. And then when I like thought, maybe like a lot of things that you think unlock by looking better are either not locked by how you actually your body looks. Like women don't really care about how your body looks beyond a certain point, and also like the fact that I'm kind of young right now and I just feel like I can abuse my body, not like crazy, but like I can kind of eat and get away with it right now, even though it feels like I'm getting the effects of that right now. But it's like that's the thing. It's like you think about it and it's like all these things. There's always these costs. It feels like there's always a cost to everything, and no option is good. And it's like, oh, and then choose the one that you can live with then. But um, that kind of just ends up as me defaulting to the least resistant thing. And it's not like I can't live with it per se. It's just that the least resistant thing is kind of like bad for my mental health because the least resistant thing is me just thinking about everything and just like thinking about it so much and just staring at the sun and burning my eyes all the time and just like not being able to stop because I just have I've been accustomed to it. When really, I know for a fact with feelings, um, I can describe my feelings, I can intellectualize them, I can like write down exactly how I'm feeling, but you know, it's weird because I'll think like feelings arise from what I think, and when I think a specific thing, and you know, it gets me sort of riled up. Like I can be riled up, but not like angry, but like I just want to keep going, and I keep digging a rabbit hole, and I keep going, and I just can't like relax until I've just finally gotten to like a satisfying endpoint. And if it's not like an answerable question, I just circle and circle and circle, and in the end, I'm riled up, or I'm like demotivated. I've lost a lot of time. I'm gonna lose sleep because I have to wake up a certain time, and there's objective metrics of like what makes that bad. Like, how I feel before and after. I feel more agitated after. I feel more angry after, or I feel more, hopeless after. But I mean, compared to the baseline, like if I didn't do this one thing, I feel like this. And what did I really get at the end either? Like what I usually do that for is for an understanding or like something. Maybe I'm missing something and I want to like reassess or reflect. But lots of the times I don't learn anything new that I didn't know before. So it's just that I'm agitating my body. I'm like getting worked up for literally no reason and I'm wasting time. So the cons far outweigh the pros, but I'm just used to it. That's just my like natural habit. So really I'm going to try to like cut down on sort of this overthinking stuff, like using AI when I don't have a concrete problem. Like I'm going to stop. I have like a limit now. I'm going to, you know, try to go out more, try to like I don't want to put too much pressure on myself either, but I just feel like a lot. Like I'm gonna try to focus on my circle of influence and just if I don't want to do anything, like I'm just not gonna do it. But like beyond this one thing, really. So yeah.